Hey YouTube, welcome to BigTimeKnights here for Severance Season 1, Episode 2. And I'd like to thank everyone who voted on my poll for this show because, yeah, that was the first episode was a delight. I like these kind of dark mystery shows, and especially when they get to the point rather quickly on kind of what's happening. They don't really drag it out for like the full season. Like you don't find out, like sometimes in these kind of shows you don't really find out what's really happening until near the end of the season, and I'm glad we kind of got it. I feel like I guessed a lot of things correctly in the first episode. It wasn't a body snatcher thing, but it was a body kind of like a personality splitting ordeal, and it gets darker because when they said this kind of started in the 1800s, we all know slavery was still going on in the 1800s, so you could kind of guess what they're experimenting, who they were experimenting on. I wonder if it goes into those the show goes into that territory. I wouldn't mind, like that would be kind of it. I don't know what's the right word, but it will be intriguing to see how they how they did that, whatnot. And if this was real, that would suck. That is just, I mean, being a slave is the worst of the worst. But I don't know, like with this, you're already a slave, so would this like kind of take you away from that, dealing with that? I don't know. It's all bad. You're still a slave. And in this form, like you're condemning your other self into perpetual slavery, and that's all they know, and that sucks because they know there's an outside self, but they can't experience that. All they can experience is being in that plain office. Like that office sucked. It's like they know you're staying there and you have no other choice but to be there. So they made no attempt to make anything like appealing. It was just all white rooms, all white halls, some color, but it was like kind of muted colors. It was just like, you just, I don't know. It's like if I walked into a workplace like that, I wouldn't want to stay long. It's just like you feel trapped. And I started to feel claustrophobic in the beginning when that woman was trying to leave, even though I'm not claustrophobic. I started to feel like trapped. Just the idea of like walking out of something and you don't really leave. You come back to where you were. Yeah, that sucks. And to know that some people were probably forced to do that. Not saying like the slaves back in the day, but like if like the company or someone, they could do this to anyone. Like, and who knows like what kind of work they could be having you doing. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm glad the outside world kind of knows about it. It's not like a complete mystery. People know about it on the outside. It's just taboo, it seems. But they were like saying around the table, we're behind you. We're like, I don't know. I don't like people like that. Like, no, just say the truth. Say how you really feel. It will make me respect you a bit more, But anyways, let's get into it, man. Like the video, comment what you think about this episode, and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, here we go.
But the next time you yourself will be sentient will be this evening in the elevator back up.
Okay.
The elevator has a handrail at hip level if you feel dizzy.
She's excited about this, but you're losing like 8 hours of yourself every
I
day.
love seeing the sunrise on his face.
Even though it's work you might hate, but
eggs and milk each morning.
I don't know.
His
It's still
favorite
time
breakfast.
out of your life.
Good morning, Lawrence. Morning.
And all these people she's running into are probably severed. So you're not really meeting the real them.
They say it doesn't hurt.
Just relax.
I wonder if they numbed her because they're like cutting open her skull, it seems. Okay, I get it. Do we need this detail?
Little vibration now.
Why do I have to be awake during this? I can hear my skull being drilled into. This is crazy stuff that she's volunteered to do. Or volunteer. I don't know. She seems like she made the decision herself. Oh, you saw how that thing like springed like that, made it so that you can't really pull it back out. Or easily, at least.
No, she's. Ooh. No, I'm gonna call you back.
Looks like they're having complications with hers. Interesting intro. So yeah, this is the producer, executive producer, and the director is Ben Stiller. It's a comedian, Ben Stiller, one of the famous one. Very unique intro. Everything you use is Lumen products, Lumen coffee, like all you're doing every day, each day, is working. Like each day in your reality is working. Never time off or anything. Time off is for the other person. And there's Petey. He's probably going to die soon.
A weekend just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I left.
Yeah.
That's how nights and weekends feel.
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Like nothing.
Well, you get used to it. I find it helps to focus on the effects of sleep since we don't actually get to experience it. You may feel rejuvenated.
Damn.
Tier incentives, including the erasers and the finger traps that you see displayed here. 100% is tier 5. That gets you a caricature portrait. You'll note I've accrued an embarrassment of wealth in that regard.
Wow.
Correct.
This guy's good at explaining work stuff. He was in Succession when he was explaining work stuff to the younger brother guy, to Kaylee McCopeland's character, or whatever his name is. Succession would be good to react to, but I've already seen that show. Excellent show. Excellent show.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
What is that? What's going on, my guy? This guy is compulsive. He can't help it.
Hey, Mark, I just printed out the passage of the handbook on changing out group photos. Just might be good to peruse when...
Okay, my guy. Why are you stuck on this? He was I liked him ever since he was in Monk. He was Monk's brother. I love that show.
Like if it turns out I hate this and I want to quit, is that an option?
You're a slave to this company.
You can submit a resignation request with your outside self for review.
And good luck getting that approved.
And they do tend to be rejected. Plus, yeah.
What?
Well, since this perceptual version of you only exists at Lumen, quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
It will mean your real self probably has to go back to work in a way. And they probably don't want to, I'm guessing.
The office feels whole. Now, let's get this party started.
Some people seem robotic, others don't. Like the guy with the glasses seems kind of natural. He seems robotic. Mark seems a bit robotic. He's definitely robotic. And the woman, I'm horrible with names. The woman seems like she might snap.
Hello, I'm Helly. I've been at Lumen for like 10 hours total, and
I already want to quit.
I don't know anything about this. Okay, well, what if
I don't think you're quite getting the game here, Helly. May I?
You're stuck here, Ellie.
I actually find your reaction sweet. Though, it is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for, say, Carol D.
Me and Petey got along.
I think this is a good time to remind ourselves that things like deaths happen outside of here.
This is eerie. I mean, you guys could still die here, because this is still your body.
I also think that melon isn't getting any tastier.
Like, I don't know, he seems just too robotic, man. And some people aren't. Like I said, he's not that robotic at all. He seems more natural. I thought he was gonna peel off his fingernail or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect.
So how are you gonna figure out if Petey's okay?
Oh, I think Milchick was pretty clear.
You're just done asking about your best friend because our babysitter told you to stop?
She's asking too many questions.
When he says something, it's best to listen,
I don't care.
because he can't always be nice like that.
Okay, refiners. Let's get this new group photo before the melon bloat sets in.
There's something that probably happened in her procedure that is not clicking like the others.
Remember, you're gonna be looking at this every day.
Why is everything so old? Old camera?
Gratitude.
I saw their cars. It wasn't really modern vehicles or anything like that, or technology, so I wonder what time frame this is taking place.
Really? What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
I just think I'm not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I quit. I don't want to do the file sorting thing, or the never seeing the sun thing, or the disappearing friends thing. I just don't want any of it.
We told you, there's code detectors.
Do you know that? Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds made up.
Like, they can't really harm her because this is her real body.
It's my first time training, and I must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. Oh, sorry, this is Helly. Helly, Mr. Grainer.
Yeah, he's not gonna let this slide, my guy.
Big department chief now, Marquez. On you, then. Let's go.
Well, he has your back, so he's protecting you, but what can they really do to you? Break room. Look at these hallways and corridors, like, jeez. And he drinks a lot. This is a date.
So is it like 10 a week, like in 5 days?
Oh, such a boring conversation, guy.
Okay.
Change it up. Yeah, he's drinking a lot.
And if you met someone out here, you wouldn't know it in there. Like, you could get married and have kids and just forget they exist for 8 hours every day for your whole life. That doesn't mess with your head?
That's why I'm drinking a lot.
To force legalized severance on our state.
They're forcing it now?
That's what they're lobbying for. And James Egan is trying
Okay,
to sever
well, what
kids.
about the self-mutilating types that do it willingly? I mean, I heard that some of them are so deluded they don't even...
He's a bit drunk.
I also heard that if you're severed, you go to 2 separate hells.
This is a good showing in front of your date.
Benefit off forced labor.
Hey,
that's
man,
then that's up to you.
Forced labor. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
Really?
Okay, so people can just, like, self-imprison. Are you captive right now? No, seriously, because your past self chose to walk you down here to be an infantilizing prick to people.
Severance is subjugation, asshole.
Oh, that's nice language for it. What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old? Are you even in high school yet? Okay, come on.
Yeah, he's not in the right mind or condition to be going on dates. You know what's wrong, you're trying to cope, but it's not helping. The alcohol's not helping, it's making it worse.
Are we fighting?
I just keep thinking about those damn bins.
Oh, well, that is so not necessary, but very kind. Thank you.
I wonder if she knows what's going on or if she's playing acting.
My, you smell nice. Were you on a date?
Sort of. My sister set me up with...
Okay, I'm thinking she was never severed. I'm thinking she's just playing a role and making sure, and just watching other people who were severed. And she's definitely paying attention to Mark.
My late husband was a carpenter. And before he passed, he said he would start building us a house in the hereafter. And there would be a small guest apartment in the back, in case I found a new man before I got there.
He's like, but for an old lady, she's relatively attractive. She was extremely hot back in the day. True Romance. Have you seen? That's a really good movie. I think that was her. I think it was her. I should look that up. And her and James Gandolfini, or the guy that played in Sopranos, like they had a wicked fight. Like one of the craziest fights in like between the man and the woman in a movie I've seen. That held nothing back. Like, my goodness.
Just very minor stomach event. Should be back tomorrow.
Well, I'm sorry. I know your innie will be sad to have missed the day. You feel better, okay, Mr. Scout?
I hate this guy's voice. It's just so fake.
Where's Mark?
Just never stops, huh?
Endless toil.
Where's Mark?
Sick or fired? Probably sick.
Hey, they wouldn't have fired him for my note thing, would they?
No, no way.
She seems realistic in how she doesn't want to be here, but what's up with the others? Like, how they? I'm not really understanding how they're coping.
Do you sound ill?
I don't know. He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
Mark drinks a lot, so he's gotta be like somewhat hungover when he goes into work. He can't be feeling that good. This goop appeared in the intro. I wonder what the significance is. It's like this world is melting or something. And his fingernails were black too. So I wonder what that was about. Is he gonna find Petey? Yep. Okay. What's up with these numbers, man? Like, what is the overall importance of this job that they're doing?
But what is it? Like, what are we actually working on down there?
I thought without Severance it would make more sense, but they separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are.
Interesting.
I've been mapping out the floor. I hid the original for you when I left.
I don't think Petey's gonna last long in this world. He's gonna show Mark the way, the blueprint, and then something's gonna happen. Whatever procedure he had done wasn't really complete, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think anybody was out here.
Forget that guy's name. Wasn't he in True Romance as well? Yeah, Christopher Walken, he was. Wow.
Your Audi is strong and helps someone lift a heavy object. Your Audi.
This is to reassure them, I guess. How are you gonna solve his sleep?
Your Audi is splendid and can swim gracefully and well.
I wonder what they do during like lunchtime.
Please try to enjoy each fact equally and not show preference for any over the others. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining.
Points?
Please don't speak.
Well, you didn't give me no rules when I entered.
Your Audi is skilled at kissing and lovemaking. I'm sorry.
More
Please
points
don't
off.
Respond to any specific. That's 10 points off.
I was just...
Please don't speak further, or all remaining points will be deducted and the wellness session will end.
I guess you gotta keep it together, my guy. This is the only different kind of thing that you're gonna experience before they send you to the break room next time.
No one accepts the resignations. What makes you think they're being delivered at all?
You gotta let the info smuggling notion go.
Okay, but how good are the scanners? Like, what if you wrote the letters funky, like one of those robot tests?
Why is this guy so put together?
And Bennett?
I'm still not really sure what's going on.
Boom. Fucking refined.
All right, Helly. Hip, hip.
They were scary. The numbers were scary.
Maybe the longer you stay here, the more you acclimate to whatever's going on. Pigtails. She's just watching. I think that was the boss lady. She was just watching Mark's place. Yeah, I don't think she's servered. I think she's just kind of undercover and spying in on people. And in this case, Mark. PD's not long for this world. She probably saw that PD entered or is here. Got a flip phone. Yeah, that's gotta be supremely, unimaginably painful. I don't know how you got his procedure done or what kind of procedure, but something was stuck in the middle of your freaking brain. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Very good mystery. Yeah, very intriguing mystery happening. This will, I think I said it before, but this would definitely be a show that I would binge all the way through. I think this season came out in what, 2022 or something like that. But so I wonder if is it a one season thing or they're making season 1, so maybe they're making other ones. Maybe season 2 is about to release, and I don't know. But yeah, yeah, I'm into it. I don't know what else to say right now that I haven't said already. Certain characters, maybe the longer you stay in the workplace, the more assimilation. It's more of a assimilation process. That's why the others are okay with it. Maybe that's why Helly is starting to see how the work is done a little bit, and she's getting engrossed in it maybe a little bit. Maybe everyone starts off wanting to just kind of leave and whatnot. And some people act like robots, some don't. The Dylan character, he seems pretty natural for this, while others aren't. So I wonder what happened with him to be at this kind of calm state and this, like, I don't know, he speaks normally. Other people speak like robots. Even Mark speaks kind of like a robot. But yeah, anyways, solid show. Thank you guys for watching. BigTimeKnights, Terrell. Make sure to like the video, comment what you think about this episode, and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, peace.